Hey, good morning from Stuttgart, Germany. Q-Ball here with Tearing Up the Miles. You've seen my other video talking about the order that I made that just came in from Amazon. I went ahead and I ordered based off of a recommendation from my good friend over at Messy Garage. Ordered the Purple Panda lapel microphone kit for the GoPro. On my rides, while I'm riding, I just want to have something that'll go up into the helmet. And as I have the GoPro either mounted on the chin mount of the helmet or on the chest mount or wherever, we'll have that microphone that will go up into the helmet, and then it will hear me. I can, discuss some different things as I'm riding. You can hear me talk. I like to talk a lot. So got this package actually in my other video. I mentioned that my son ordered one for me as well. So I got that. So I actually have two of them, but wanted to go ahead and get this open, take a look at it. I also ordered, based off of my friend's recommendation, the GoPro. It's a 3.5mm mic adapter that will allow the lapel microphone to connect to the GoPro. So I got that as well. We'll get that all rigged up and see what it looks like. But let's go ahead and open up the Purple Panda here. Comes in a nice fancy Purple Panda case, which is kind of cool. And then we got all of the accessories, some various cables here, two different cables. Looks like another longer cable that will connect it. And then the mic itself in the nice bubble wrap. Such a child. I'll get those popped later. But you can see here, you got the mic itself. It has a nice clip there. That's really nice and sturdy. But we'll get that. We're going to try to get out on a ride today. We'll get out on that ride. We'll get this mounted up in the helmet, see how it works. And I'll provide, close it out and maybe some video. Obviously I'll post some videos of me as I'm riding and talking through the mic. And then we'll close this out with a full review of the Purple Panda lapel mic. Okay, so here's how it looks with everything all connected up. I have the mic connected just here to one of the straps of the chin mount. And then I have the GoPro in the case and the 3.5mm mic adapter plugged in to the GoPro, and then the mic itself plugged into the adapter down here, running up the cable running up inside. The excess cable is tucked up inside of the cushions, kind of the cheek portion of the helmet. So we'll go ahead and put the helmet on, get the GoPro up, and see how that sounds with that mic sitting there. Hopefully it's not too close to my mouth, but we'll test it out.
Okay, so now we have everything set up, have the 3.5mm mic adapter connected through the GoPro, and then the lapel mic itself connected on the other side, plugged in. I have not taken the time to route the cabling inside the helmet and get it all tucked in. Just wanted to do this initial test, but you can see right here is the clip on this nose piece of the helmet that's holding the mic in place. So there you have it, the Purple Panda lapel mic connected in through the helmet, first test. Now we'll get out on the road, do some riding, and see how that works out.
Okay, test on the bike with the Purple Panda lapel mic hooked up inside the helmet. Testing it out, see how we sound. It's a little warmer today than I expected. Threw on a whole bunch of gear, so we'll cool off a little bit once we get cruising along here, but a little warm just riding through town. So I will just mention that again, using that SoPro chin mount, which runs the straps run through the chin portion of the helmet, so you're not able to close the visor all the way. So we'll see how that plays out once we get cruising along at higher speeds and that wind is coming through through that part where you can't close the visor. But I do have, as I showed you when I was setting it up, I do have the microphone kind of hidden behind that nose piece, so hopefully that helps block some of that noise, but we'll see. So what I also did is I found some extensions to kind of situate the GoPro a little bit differently on the mount itself. What I noticed, hitting some bumps here, so what I noticed when I was hooking up the GoPro after I used that zip tie to hold the adapter, the 3.5mm adapter in place, I noticed that what's this guy doing here? I noticed that the GoPro wouldn't kind of tilt back as far as I would have liked it to, just because the zip tie there kind of got in the way. So hopefully I got a good vantage point here, good viewpoint. With those extensions was allowed me to kind of lean it back a little bit. Hopefully that's good. But maybe as we're after a while we'll stop, pull off onto the side of the road, just kind of test it out, see what it looks like, and tilt it either back or forward, depending on what we need. But yeah, so here is the initial test. What I'll do is I'm going to turn the GoPro off once I get to a stoplight here. Turn it off and save the battery until we get on the highway. So we'll come back when we're on the highway. We're on the Autobahn. Thanks. Okay, got the GoPro back on. I'm hearing the whistle quite a bit through the helmet, through that gap where the visor doesn't close. So assuming you guys can hear it pretty good as well, but we'll see. I am not quite to the Autobahn, but a little bit slower road before getting on the Autobahn, so wanted to go ahead and take the time to turn the GoPro back on. But we'll see how that plays out. See, nice traffic camera there. I think we're 50k is the speed limit right there at that spot. Alright, and now we're getting ready to get down the Autobahn. So once we get up to about 62 miles per hour, 100k, we'll see how this sounds. Alright, there we go. We're at 60 miles per hour, right at about 60 miles per hour, a little less than 100k, which is the speed on this road. Actually, this road is 80, so let me slow down. Forgot about that. So back down to about 50.
Okay, as I mentioned during the ride, if you heard me, I added a couple extensions to the setup. You can see here, got one connected here, and then a second one here. So instead of the GoPro connecting straight down at this point, it connected up here, which allowed me to kind of raise that up a little bit, because as you can see here, the problem I was having is with the zip tie routed around here, I wasn't able to tilt the GoPro back as far as I wanted to, and it was kind of facing down. So I didn't really like that, so I wanted to add those extensions. Was able to find just a washer here in the house because that screw was a little long, so have to fix that later. It doesn't quite look as good as I would like, but that's what I ended up getting the setup, and that's what you saw in the video of the ride. So hopefully enjoyed. We'll go ahead and transition to a closeout and full and finalize the review of the mic itself. Okay, so back home after the ride, testing out the Purple Panda lapel mic. Pretty impressed with it. I watched the videos, watched the footage, especially on the Audubon at the higher speeds. Was able to not hear the whistling of the wind during the footage, and it didn't drown out my voice any. As I mentioned, I have that SoPro chin mount, and it has the straps that goes through the chin portion of the helmet. So not able to close the visor, so that whistling of the wind coming through the opening of the visor, that small crack, is pretty loud as I'm going, especially at higher speeds, and I can hear it in the helmet pretty good. So the fact that I wasn't able to hear it and it wasn't loud with the mic, pretty impressive. So again, the Purple Panda lapel mic, just some things that while I was getting it set up on the helmet and testing it out, definitely for the GoPro, at least the GoPro Hero 7 Black, you need to make sure that you use the TRS 2-ring adapter. Without this, it won't work. Tried it, made that mistake, didn't look at the instructions, so make sure you look at the instructions after it didn't work, and during the tests. I went back and looked at the instructions and saw that it said to connect that. So just a lesson learned for me there. And then also the door on the side of the GoPro where the 3.5mm adapter would plug in, you have to go ahead and remove that door before putting it in the case, obviously. So I was kind of hesitant to pull that door off of there, that cover. Watched the video and a guy just popped it right off. And then I was like, oh, okay, so was able to do so as well. So you just kind of got to make sure that you kind of just like twist it a little bit and then it'll pop right off. No big deal there. But overall, Purple Panda, pretty happy with it. Sorry, upside down, Purple Panda, happy with it. Sounds great, even at the high speeds with that chin mount that I have. So highly recommend it. And thanks for watching. Hope you have a great week.